Been sitting in the doldrums of well. This game got me up to 1799, almost back to Class A. I do waver a little bit, but it's got some nice X-ray ideas in it. So we've got the king pawn opening, attacking, defending with the knight, and then try to get the knight rid of the knight so I can have that pawn. He clones the knight, castle. He puts a pawn to defend the pawn so that the knight is freed, and then I just stick my knight here because there's a nice little square there on d5 waiting for my knight. And we get this. Of course, I can't clone now, which would mean going to d2 with the knight. So I can't clone. So I just carry on with that plan there, because this is rather nice. He takes, I take, and now his knight is pinned. Now if I take with the pawn instead of the bishop, because I've got to lose a piece anyway, it doesn't matter. Then when he captures, I can get my bishop right the way up there to the 7th rank. He can get ready to take it, that's fine, and I can start this plan now. He decides he's going to take the more threatening passed pawn at the end there rather than the one in the middle, which means I get a pawn, the chance to take the pawn in the middle, which I don't. Instead, I line up my rook with his king so that he can't capture that pawn or do anything with it. And now he just shores it up, bang, takes the knight, gets rid of the knight, and well, it's not looking very good now because his king hasn't castled. Maybe it would have been a good move to get his king away from the trouble here and artificially castle somehow. I don't know. Trouble is, you've got this then, haven't you? So check. But I had a check there, and then I get another one, and now there's just hardly any pawns around his king. It's really not very good for him. Just getting ready with this black bishop, this dark coloured bishop. I suppose his next move probably ought to have been that. Was it? Yes, it was. Check. He parries with the bishop, but the problem with that, well, it looks good on the face of it, doesn't it? It looks perfectly fine, but the problem with that is I've got more checks here, and then so now the bishop, he can't capture my bishop with his because it's pinned vertically. And so he starts some sort of idea here. Check. I give another check here, and he goes here. And now bishop this way. So different directions of pins, and now just take the bishop, and his rook comes here. So it looks like he's defused the attack, sort of. Check. But with check here, and then tripling the rooks. It's very important to triple the power here, because his king is added to the quantum. His king becomes another piece. Unless he can get his other rook into the game, he's slightly outnumbered here. But he's not so outnumbered that I can check him now. For example, check, takes, check, takes. Now he's outnumbered because he's got neither rook. He hasn't got that rook, and he hasn't got that rook. Okay, check. So let's see how it transpires. I actually did that instead. I thought that was a nicer move, just a more pretty move. And then the X-ray that came in was beautiful, check, like that. That really is a beautiful position, beautiful X-ray. And I had fully expected him to block with the queen to try to simplify the situation so his king could escape, but checkmate. It wasn't to be. X-rays